had a few parents reach out asking if they need to explain oral sex and anal sex when they're explaining sex because they feel like that's just a bit much. Can't they just explain vaginal sex? Sure, of course, you can explain whatever you want, but here's why I recommend to parents to explain all three types when explaining what is sex. First up, it's inclusive. By explaining that sex is this, this, and this, you are letting your child know that any adult can engage in sex, no matter their sexual orientation. Even though you're not really going to say that at the very first sex talk, it is laying a foundation to saying that later on. So now that kind of goes hand in hand with number two. The second reason why it's important to explain all three types is you're laying a foundation to future sex talks. They're going to ask what's 69 or what's a blowjob later on, and you're going to be able to say, remember when we talked about sex? That is referring to this. And now this last one, unfortunately, many sexual abusers will use this lack of knowledge to convince their victims that oral and anal is not sex, and therefore engaging in it is not what sex is. And so now if you want to use my scripts to explain what is sex to your intermediate age kid, and you want to know the common follow-up questions that kids have and the reactions that they have to learning what is sex, the way I have just described it, just let me know. This is what I cover in Top Talks.